Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever this message may find you. It's your girl, Chef Jewel. Chef Jewel. I'm a woman of many hats. But I just want to say something. And I mean this with all the love. Like, I mean this with all the love. You can't manipulate God. You can't manipulate the universe. You can't manipulate righteousness. You can't fake it. Like, that's something that either is or isn't. You know what I mean? Like, trying to make something be what it's not. Like, you can make it look like that. You know, it's just like, what if I gave you a plate of feces, right? And I tried to like put sprinkles on it and make it look like it's don't y'all hate when it's pollen? It feel like everything is dirty. Like, do you get one going? Like, do y'all get one going? Like, you can't take a plate of SHIT, right? And dress it up and make it look like something, right? You can't, I mean, you can do it. I'm not saying you can't do it. It's physically possible to do this thing. Now, I'm not saying that. It is possible. You can do it because people do it all the time, right? They take a bunch of stuff that's really not quality, that's really not substantial, and they manipulate it, right? They manipulate it to be something that it's not. That's just like, I can only imagine how you men feel when it's like women, we're dressed up, we look like $1 million, and then like as you're with us and time goes on, or even if you spend the night with us, whatever, wake up to a whole nother type of person, you know? And I just think sometimes we get caught up in how things look, right? And I don't know, I just heard in my spirit, I was thinking about court when they say it ain't what it is, it's what it look like. But in this sense, I'm saying it's not what it looks like, it's what it is. Okay? It's what it is. What is it really? What is, what is it that really motivates you? What really moves you? What do you really do it for? Because to be honest, you can't manipulate God or intention. It's just, you can, but again, it's not going to be the outcome that you're looking for, because you can't sit around and say, I'm a good person because I did this and this, that, and the third, right? If you're not a good person, you're not a good person. It don't matter how you dress it up. And to you, it might be very well, it might be working for you to do these things, right? But it's only going to work for, there's a cutoff. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when you nigga rig something. It's like, it'll work for a while, but this is sustainable. Like when you if you're not on a healing journey, right, and you're covering up and you're running from healing, right, that works for a while, but then there's a crashing point. And I always love to refer back to Flight, right? The movie with Denzel Washington, because I love Denzel. Love Denzel Washington. Okay, it's like amazing. But I like to refer to him because in that movie, in that movie, he was literally getting away with shit for a long time. You know what I mean? He was able to live a certain lifestyle for a very long time, and it worked for him for a very long time. But there came a point where it was no more of that. Like, even after it hit him hard, it was still hard for him to swallow that this is, you are the common denominator of why all of these things are happening to you, or why all of this stuff has went the way it went. You can no longer externally blame another person or place or thing for the way your life is going and the way you feel. You're drowning and you're looking for love, and you're searching for something that only you can change. It has to be within, right? And God is not like everybody. I think everybody has the wrong perception of our Creator, and it's like he already know what's up. He just waiting on you to know what's up. And this is complete facts. Like, I don't care who wants to get on here and comment different. This is facts. He already know. Like, he knows your heart. He knows everything. So it's like, depending upon how you decide to move is going to depend upon how he decides to move in your life, right? And that's all he can do. He can't do something because you have free will. So it's like, it's just like a man or a woman in a relationship. You, depending upon how this person is moving, it depends upon how you deal with them, wrong or right. So you can't control them. You can just watch how they move, and then you just see how you are gonna deal with them. That's it. You can't be like, you need to do this. No, you do what you want to do, and then however you move out, that's how I base off. That's how I'm going to determine what I do with you and how I place you in my life. Now, the problem with that is the whole point of this video is that there's a lot of false masks. There's a lot of people that are trying to fool themselves, fool the universe, fool people around them, fool God. The only person that you're fooling is yourself. That's it. There's no other thing, because at the end of all of this, at the end of it, you're going to be the one picking your face up off the floor, because you're the one that created all of this. It's fake, right? You have to realize at some point that has to stop. And if you remember in Flight, I don't know if you watched the movie, if you did, you remember he could only go so far with this stupid lie, with this running from the truth. And it's either the truth or the lie. You can't be on both sides. You're either the truth, a part of the truth, or you're a part of the lie. You're either a part of the problem or you're a part of the solution. Which one is it? And you have to choose eventually. You can't be in between all the time. You can't be like, all right, I'm gonna lie, but then I'm gonna be on the truth. Then it's just too much. Even when it hurts, even when it comes to yourself, you gotta be truthful. And you gotta accept what is, and you have to work through that thing, and you have to take, and when I say ripping band-aids, man, it's very tough to do, especially when it's pertaining to you. When it's something that has to do with you, it is so harsh, so harsh. And anyway, moving into what the point is, he got to the point in that movie when he was still manipulating, still able to get through, still fooling himself, trying to fool others. When he got in there and that lady asked him them questions, he couldn't lie no more. And it's almost like he was set free in that moment. And I talk about this all the time. Man, set yourself free. Stop lying to yourself, man. If you, whatever it is, just stop. And let it fall. Let it crumble. Because the quicker you do let it unwind and crumble, the quicker you can start rebuilding. I mean, who wants to sit around with a construction site their whole life? I mean, come on, build something. Let that shit fall apart so you can rebuild with a strong foundation of who you are, who you really are, where there's no manipulation, where there's no mask. It's just straight rawness. And honestly, it feels better. When he lied, when he set himself free that day, he just let it out and he lied. He told the truth, and he let go of all the lies. He went to prison. He was the happiest prisoner I ever seen. He had a release date, and he was clean. He felt better. He was able to mentor. He was able to help the next man that's still locked up in his own prison, still locked up behind a mask. Because you're in prison. You know what I'm saying? That's a lonely life, pretending to be something else, to manipulate everyone around you all the time. You're alone in a room full of people. That's like, how do you even live like that without exploding? I would explode. Anytime that I have to be something that I'm not, or I've had to be, suppress who I really am to accommodate others around me, it was driving me insane. I ain't even gonna front. So I know I'm never going back to that. So I'm just encouraging you to stop thinking that you can manipulate the universe or God or people. Like, even if you do manipulate people, again, that's only going to go for so long, man. But before the universe shows you, and God will pump your brakes and sit you down, and you won't have no control over that. Because of free will, you need to thank God. Because of free will, you have a lot of control over a lot of things. But some of that stuff is out of your hands, and you need to know that and have that respect. Please stop playing. Stop playing with yourself. That's what you're doing, playing with yourself on a daily basis and everyone around you. That's why you're stressed out. That's why you look old. That's why you're tired. It's that. It ain't nothing else. There's other things, other factors. We can get into that because, my whole platform is about healing from the inside out. And that goes from food, everything, anything that you could think of. I'm talking about, let's heal it. Let's do that. Why not? Why are we? And anybody who's not on their healing journey, you have to stay out their way, because they still on that fooling themselves trip. They still on that trying to fool the universe, trying to fool God, trying to play with people around them. They don't want to face the facts. They don't want to face who they really are and look in the mirror. And I understand it's not easy. I'm not saying that it's a pleasant thing, but it's something that has to be done. And it's in alignment with the truth. And anytime you're in alignment with the truth, that means you're in alignment with God. And who wants to be anywhere but there? Because that harsh road is way better than traveling a path that was not set out for you to begin with. That's nothing but full of lies, destruction, distractions, deception, hurt, failure. There's no life on that side. It's not life. That's death. And you could choose death, but it's just like existing. And it's the same thing that Drake said. He said some people die. He said everybody dies, but not everybody lives, and that's a fact. And it's probably because they're putting on a show half their life and trying to appease people that really, if they were to change who they are, that whole set would change. If you were to line up with who you really are, half of the people that are attached to you right now will totally fall off the map. And then you would have to start all over anyway. Like I said, it's a constant construction site. You ever ride past a place that they've been building for 10 years? You're like, God damn, when is they ever gonna fix this shit? Like, are they ever gonna fix this shit? Like that. That's you. That's some of us. Stop doing it. Okay? Because you ain't fooling nobody but yourself, like I said. So, I love y'all. And I mean it. And I wish you peace, health, wealth, and the time to enjoy them all.